Eduardo for his comments, and then I'll come back to the Vice President and to Rob for comments.
Well, thank you very much for participating here. It's a great honor. I'm very happy to be here, and I'm especially happy to know that digitalization now seems really to be in the agenda of the European leaders. I think that to have here in the brutal panel discussing digitalization, for me, it's a proof of this. I think that digitalization really matters, not only for the ICT industry, not only for Telefónica, for Deutsche Telekom, for Nokia, for Ericsson, but digitalization means for all Europeans. Digitalization has huge impact, not only at the macro level, have seen here in terms of wealth creation, in terms of unemployment, but has huge implications on our micro level. Digitalization is going to change our lives, maybe more than the Industrial Revolution 200 years ago. And we have to be conscious about this. It's going to change the way we educate our children, the way we move, the way we have our health treatments, the way we move around. Our changes are going to be, our lives are going to be completely impacted by digitalization. And I think it is very important to have this, to be conscious about this. Unfortunately, you have seen here at United States is leading this revolution. Europe's not leading this revolution yet. It seems now there is time to catch up. We have seen here in some macro evidence that have been seen in terms of productivity, in terms of employment, in terms of job creation. I think that the good news is that it can be changed. Now I think that you have public and private sectors working together. It can be changed fast. Coming back now to what we call the cooking area, now that's companies that are on the modern ICT. We as telecommunication operators, we provide the basic infrastructure for this. And unfortunately, we can say that also at this level, American companies are ahead of us. If you come back to the initial of the mobile industry on the GSM, Europe have been created this industry, Europe have been leading this industry, and unfortunately now we can see that if you take the last generation for the mobile, the 4G, approximately 40% of Americans, they are connected with 4G, and only 10% of Europeans. So they are ahead of us. Reasons, they are investing much more. The per capita investments in infrastructure, in next generation infrastructure in the United States have been 50% higher than Europe in the last decade. And why? I think we have seen here some reasons. Fragmentation. We have seen that the fragmentation is an important component of innovation and investment. You can see how fragmented is the telco industry in Europe compared to the United States. Or regulation. We have seen that most of our regulation here until now have been based on how can I provide competition on existing infrastructure rather than how I can create the future infrastructure. Again, I think it's changing again. I think many reasons that I'm very optimistic because it seems now that Europe is taking the right decisions now to correct this and to move on the right direction. But I think that connectivity will be an important part, but you come not far from now, a time that everyone will be connected. Then I think we have to discuss what more is going to be connected, no? And we know that more than, 50 billion things could be connected. And then we will not be an economy of connection, it will be an economy of data. Because we are going to generate a huge amount of data. Then I think what's going out to decide how this economy is going to evolve is how we're going to beat this data. And I think that the way we're treating this data, again, I think there are interesting discussions about the privacy, about security. I do not see that the privacy as an opponent to innovation. For me, I think what would be important is transparency. You see, myself as a citizen, I really want to know how my data is being treated. It's like my money. And as an individual, I can decide with my money if I want to invest in a AAA with a low investment or if I can invest in an innovation company with a high interest. This is my decision. And I think that decision of data should be based on transparency, on control. Again, it's not against, I believe that's not against innovation. And come back now to discussions that have been raised here about the level playing field, how we can allow all companies to work on this data with the same rules. No, I think that those things are on the agenda of the private discussions. And again, I'm very optimistic because I think that finally it seems really to be in the core of the discussion.
Great, thank you. So I wanted to turn now